All right. Good afternoon and welcome to the City Council meeting for the City of International Falls for Monday, April 16, 2018. I would ask all present to please arise and pledge allegiance to the flag. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Ask the administrator to note the roll call with Councillor Briggs absent on vacation. Move to the agenda with the addition of resolution accepting a donation of property from U.S. Bank, National Association, and also the change in the numbers of the accounts payable claims.
I'll make the motion to the change the agenda as amended. Second.
Motion by Councillor Jacksaw, second by Councillor Pearson to approve the agenda with the additions. Discussion on the motion or the agenda.
Mayor, just a question if the consideration application that was just distributed.
Yes. We would, if that's okay with the maker and the second, we would include the consideration of the recent application. That would be an addition also. Thank you. Further discussion or questions? Hearing none. Question?
Aye. Aye.
I vote yes. Motion is carried. Agenda is approved with the additions. Thank you. Move to the minutes of the April 2nd, 2018 regular City Council meeting. Motion by Councillor Pearson to approve the minutes as presented.
I'll second.
Second by Councillor Droba. Discussion on the motion or the minutes? Hearing none. Question?
Aye.
Aye.
I would vote yes. Motion is carried, and minutes for April 2nd meeting are approved. Thank you. Move to the resolution on transfers and accounts payable, and we have transfers to the general fund from the water and sewer fund of $9,951.67, to the permanent improvement fund from the water and sewer fund $62,500, and to the reserve for capital outlay from the water and sewer fund $25,760.42. Accounts payable, we have the City of International Falls claims of $328,211.33. We have the new 2018 Ford Taurus police sedan for $25,295. Airport Commission claims of $23,572.14, and Library Board claims of $3,686.06. Your pleasure with the resolution?
I'll move on.
Motion by Councillor Droba to adopt the resolution approving the transfers and the payment of claims. For a second to the motion to adopt the resolution. Second by Councillor Pearson. Discussion on the motion or the resolution. Hearing no discussion. Question.
Aye.
Aye.
I'll vote yes. Motion is carried. Resolution is adopted approving the transfers and the payment of claims. Thank you. Go to the audience. Is there anyone in the audience that wishes to bring something to the attention of the council at this time? Hearing none, there'll be an opportunity at the end of the meeting for audience participation again. Thank you. Move to the consent agenda. We have two items on the consent agenda to approve the necessary expenses for firefighter engineer Mortensen and firefighter McIntyre to attend the Wildland Urban Interface Firefighting School April 19 and 20 in Duluth, and to approve the necessary expenses for firefighter engineer Mortensen and firefighter Schofield to attend the Cold Zone 2018 Regional Hazmat Conference, May 8th through the 11th in Coon Rapids. Your pleasure with the consent agenda. Motion by Councillor Pearson.
Second.
Second by Councillor Jackson to adopt the consent agenda. Question.
Aye.
I'll vote yes. Motion is carried. Consent agenda is approved. Thank you. Move to new business. Item number 1 under new business is to approve the mayoral proclamation proclaiming April 2018 as Sexual Assault Awareness Month. Motion by Councillor Drova to approve the proclamation, and second by Councillor Pearson. Question on the motion or the proclamation? Question.
Aye.
I'll vote yes. Motion is carried. Proclamation is approved. Thank you. Item number 2 is also a mayoral proclamation proclaiming May 2018 as Mental Health Month.
Oops.
By Councillor Pearson,
I'll second.
second by Councillor Drova. Question on the motion or the mayoral proclamation? Hearing none, question.
Aye.
Aye.
And I'll vote yes. Motion is carried. Proclamation is approved. Thank you. Item number 3 is to approve the hiring of the 2018 part-time summer staff. And you have that memo from Water Commissioner and the Fire Chief and the building official. Motion by Councillor Pearson to approve the hiring of the 2018 part-time summer staff.
Second.
Second by Councillor Jackson. Discussion on the motion or the staff? None. Question.
Aye.
Aye.
I'll vote yes. Motion is carried, and the part-time staff is approved. Thank you. Item number 4 then is the a resolution accepting the donation of a buildings and property at 1531 2nd Avenue East from U.S. Bank National Association.
Mr. Mayor, I will make the motion to accept the donation contingent upon all associated property bills are paid in full and property taxes are current.
Okay, we have a motion by Councillor Jackson to approve the resolution accepting the donation of the property and buildings contingent on all property taxes being paid and
The lien is clear. There is no...
clear title.
Yeah, clear
And
title.
clear title, thank you. Second to the motion. For a second time, is there a second to the motion?
I'll second for discussion.
Motion second by Councillor Drova. Discussion.
I just question if it's already on the tax rolls right now, we're going to take it off the tax rolls to demolish a building and then open it back up for resale. I don't understand. I don't understand. I mean, we could do the demo as it is and keep it on the property rolls and let the bank sell it. I mean, it's their property. That's just my thought.
I have questions like that too, but
I guess,
Kelly, would you care to come forward and,
yeah, we've been dealing with this house for some time, and you've seen, I wrote on it, the biggest issue is we've offered to the U.S. Bank, we would tear that house down free of charge, so that they're wanting was to give this, trying to sell it for quite some time, no interest. Interest to been there if they wanted to fix. But they, for some reason, they felt this was the best thing. We get multiple calls on this property.
they're interested in the house then? I can't believe that.
They're like they want to flip it, to be honest with you. The problem with flipping it is they don't want to. Offered to tear it down for free though, and offered for sale in that manner, and it's on that. I've had calls from everywhere.
I guess even though I made the motion, the amount is $3,500, and so I don't know how much we want to gnash our teeth over it, but I agree with Councilor Droba. I don't know why we're doing the acceptance of the donation. Why don't we just tear down the house and be done with it, rather than accepting ownership?
I think it was kind of the cleaner.
the tax that the property would generate after no building on there has got to be very minimal.
It would be very minimal. Yes, it would. It would be around the $3,500 mark. I have concerns of us having it as a property of our own too, but it's.
Native property. It didn't work out well. But
I guess I would ask the building official and the city administrator, do you see any cost other than the taking down of the building, which we have agreed to do because it's a building that needs to be removed? It's a health hazard, if you will. Is there any cost other than recording the property?
There's a direct cost to record the property, which is a $46 fee unless there's multiple. I think what the building official is alluding to is that if we retain ownership, one of the things that we did want to be able to have an opportunity to do for our own storage purposes. Otherwise, there shouldn't be any ongoing expense. Memo, I think this would be an opportunity. Potentially setting up a program where we can take ownership of these properties and so that we can get an affordable home built on them and add to the tax base and provide affordable housing for people. What we currently do with our existing demolition property owner person who doesn't live in the community and they're absent, and then what we end up is we have the property that, again, has grass growing along, and it becomes a continuum to try and maintain and take down, and in another structure that's built on it. So other communities, they're typically in urban communities that actually have programs that affirmatively prepare the properties, prepare them for sale, for sale at probably below market rates without a structure on it, so somebody can come in. It becomes a redevelopment tool, if you will. Doesn't maintain the holding cost, but well, that would cover our expenses to demolish it, as well as any holding costs for an extended.
We don't have many of these where we're taking possession of dilapidated.
This is the first one I'm aware of.
First one. We don't have a program in place, but we could, do you think, in your estimation, would there be demand to have this process repeated?
They could be anywhere.
Well, I think we need to look into it further. Maybe, I don't know what, it's a subcommittee issue. I don't know how we can address it here without taking out an inordinate amount of time mulling this over right now. But I think that the city administrator's suggestion that we look at what other cities are doing in this regard. We do have a housing redevelopment issue or effort going forward right now, so this would tie in with that.
For our staff's sake.
Actually, less overhead, even though.
Yeah.
When the county did the property taxes, or the stuff that was back property taxed, and that went back up, did a lot of those sell? And if they did sell, have we gotten any building permits for those properties?
We have most. If you're going to see it, it's going to be this summer.
Are with the talks that you're having on those properties, are they homes or are they just additional garages in the community?
A couple of them.
I guess my last question on this issue is, if this is a residential area and the city's going to is utilizing those garages, that's something that we could do inside a residential area?
Well, I said that we wanted to look at it. It is residential. Fire housing are permitted. Valves and pipe. Water department, it'll be all stored indoors so that it's secure. Look at it in the context of our new zoning ordinance.
Part of a semi-commercial area, this building, right now.
No, I think it's I did suggest in my memo is that we would work with the Public Works Committee to look at revising.
Well, there's a lot to chew on here.
And I guess the only question I have, and I've read through this several times, but I could not find the size of the property. Is it a 50-foot lot?
It's a 50-foot lot in here. I don't remember the exact, probably 142 or 144.
So that's standard, it's not substandard.
Further questions or discussions with regard to the resolution accepting the donation of the building and property? Hearing none, question?
Aye.
Aye.
I would vote yes. There being 3 for the motion to adopt the resolution and 1 against, the motion carries and the resolution is adopted. Thank you.
You know this works. Full of the water.
Item number 5 is to approve the city beach camp host, and we had one application up until the agenda was completed, and as of today, we've received a second application to serve as camp host and city administrator.
Mr. Mayor, yes, we had interest expressed by somebody that's worked for us for at least 2 years, Rebecca Hausman. She indicated that she could only work from July 1st to the end of July because of her work. She resides in Indiana, but has family here and likes being up here. We had somebody else express interest today, and that person had forwarded the information that you have before you, and she indicated that they'd like to be here as long as from mid-May to perhaps even into October. Their duration that we typically have somebody serve as camp host, which is just before Memorial Weekend and through the summer and just beyond. The information was just sent to her this afternoon. She was having some issues, as you can see, with her new computer, a printer, so she hand wrote some notes and emailed it back to us so that we could have it in time for the 4:30 meeting. So I'd like to proceed with appointing options Amanda Steffen and then Rebecca Hausman, who's worked for us. But
I would make a motion that we accept Amanda Steffen's application contingent upon clean references coming back from her reference list.
Accept the motion by Councillor Jackson to approve the appointment of Amanda Steffen as the City Beach Camp host for the summer of 2018, contingent upon receiving clean references for her.
the background check on our camp.
Standard.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. For a second to the motion, then.
I'll second.
Second by Councillor Droba. Discussion.
I just think having somebody there, having our problem solved for the summer is...
My only concern with having someone new that is committing to the entire summer is we've had people back out in the past too, and we have someone who is committing to a specific time frame that has been doing it for years. So I'm very, just like Councillor Jackson, I'm very excited to have someone there all summer. It just concerns me in case something changes in their world, then we don't. But it's what's before us, and I think that it's a good move to have someone there all summer if that's what they want to do.
Well, and they receive no remuneration for serving. They do collect the fees from the campers and kind of maintain order and do some of the cleaning out there. So I think it's a nice spot to be able to park, and certainly hope that this will work out for them.
Mr. Mayor?
Please.
We do allow dogs. I see where she has two.
as they're been secured.
Further questions or discussion? Question?
Aye.
I'll vote yes. Motion is carried. And the appointment of Amanda Steffen as the City Beach Camp host is approved with that contingent. Any other business to come before the under new business? Not, we'll move to reports of boards, committees, and department heads, and city administrator.
I don't have a report, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Chief Maston.
No report, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Chief Manassa.
Nothing to report at this time.
Thank you. Building official has a report.
I have my report. I believe it's in your packet. You'll see kind of a large change between 2017 act of our and the difference in the 4 million. Largest increase that we're seeing these fees in is if we last year's fee schedule compared to this year's fee schedule. So what we're using now is we did collect.
Hey.
We're into the right. Contractors I've dealt with, basically, I haven't.
Progress.
It is progress.
Questions for building official?
Okay.
Or do you have further?
No, I'm good, I think.
Good report. Certainly great to see that project valuations are up and
It should look like.
good. Thank you.
Thank you.
And street commissioner, do you have anything to bring the attention of the council? Thank you. Thank you for being here.
No news is good news, right?
Reports from mayor, council, committees, boards, and commissions? Hearing none, we'll move to the audience. And is there anyone in the audience that has something to bring the attention of the council at this time? Hearing, we would just note the correspondence, and the city administrator has included the Department of Transportation handout on Highway 11 East bridge replacement over the CN Railroad, and the Public Library Board of Trustees meeting. Further to come before the council. Hearing none, the next regular city council meeting will be Monday, May the 7th at 4:30 p.m. and I would declare this meeting adjourned. Thank you.